heaven, thank heaven for little girls. Those little eyes so helpless and appealing, one day will flash and send you crashing through the ceiling. Thank heaven for little girls. Thank heaven for them all, no matter where, no matter who. Without them, what would little boys do? Thank heaven. Thank heaven. Thank heaven. Thank heaven. Thank heaven for little
Here's a young man who in just a couple of short years has gone from being a talented young songwriter and singer to become one of the biggest names in the world of country music.
In 1987,
he was voted the Music City News Star of Tomorrow. Tomorrow came pretty quick because
1988,
he was voted the Entertainer of the Year. Here is Randy Travis right here.
Someday, some way, you'll realize that you've been blind. Yes, darling, you're gonna need me again. It's just a matter of time. Go on till you've reached the end of the line. 'Cause I know you'll pass my way again. It's just a matter of time. After I gave you everything I had, your last call me a clown. Remember, in your search for fortune and fame, what goes up must come down. I know. That one day you'll wake up and find that my love is a true love. It's just a matter of time. Someday, in some way, you'll realize that you've been blind. Yes, darling, I know you're gonna need me again. It's just a matter of time. After I gave you everything I had, you laughed and you called me a clown. But remember, in your search for fortune and fame, what goes up must come down. I know. That one day you'll wake up and find that my love was a true
Thank you.
You have been convicted of insulting the people of Paris.
Hey, I didn't build the pyramid at the Louvre.
Perhaps, but you did put all the Garfield cats on the windows.
Look, I wasn't given a fair trial.
As I recall, your main witness didn't say anything.
Yeah. That's the last time I used Marcel Marceau as a witness.
Do you have any last requests?
Can I use the stuntman?
No way, Jose. Ready? Hey.
Wait. I have one last thing to say. Words that I hope will inspire you.
Go ahead and say them.
Will you take a bribe?
Of course. You've convinced me not to yell, fire! I hate when that happens.
Thanks for the memory.
Keep shooting. Keep shooting. Please.
If my next guest isn't a personal favorite of mine, when I say this is their 22nd appearance on my show, she's there because she's beautiful, she's talented, and because she's a very special lady. Brooke Shields, ladies and gentlemen, right here. Boy, I tell you, I'm so glad you could join us in Paris.
Oh, Bob, I wouldn't miss one of your birthdays. It's a very special day.
Yeah, I know. My mother did all the work. I just showed up to take a bow.
It's so hard to decide what to buy you each year.
Well, try.
I don't know. What do you get the man who has everything?
Well, anything in my size. You know, socks, gloves, a Ferrari. Wasn't that a great plane flight coming over here?
Oh, it was delightful. You know, I knew it was going to be festive when I saw them refueling with French champagne.
And I've never seen a plane being burped before.
I love all those special little touches, like kissing your bags on both cheeks when you check in.
That's in case you forgot to kiss them goodbye yourself. But didn't you love that reception at the airport? You know, cameras flashing, people cheering.
Oh, it was wonderful. But then your wig fell off and they realized that you weren't Yves Montand. You know, Bob, we're celebrating the Bastille Day. You know, do you know why the people stormed the Bastille?
Because Michael Jackson was going to give a concert and people wanted tickets.
Bob, this was 200 years ago. Michael wasn't even around then.
I know that, but if you want to get in to see Michael, you can't wait till the last minute.
I'm really so sorry that the Bastille isn't around. I really would have loved to have seen it.
Yeah, I hear it was the toughest prison in the world. They wouldn't even let Johnny Cash in to give a concert.
Bob, I know that you are just tops in the hearts of the French people. They've given you such a warm welcome.
Yeah, they have. Yesterday I had lunch with the King of France.
Bob, France doesn't have a king.
Really? I was wondering why he let me pick up the check. Remind me to cancel my dinner tomorrow night with Napoleon and Josephine, will you? You took French at Princeton, didn't you?
Yes, I did, Bob. Now, do you know any other foreign languages?
No, I don't do that much shopping at the 7-Eleven.
Bob, you're really going to have to learn some French words while you're here. Okay, I'll tell you what. I will be your teacher, okay?
You're kidding. You know, we had teachers who looked like you when I went to school. I would gladly have spent 3 more years in the 10th grade.
Okay, Bob, we're going to start with the basics.
All right.
Bonjour, that means hello.
Why can't they just say hello?
Bob, they're French. That's the way they say hello.
Well, how do they say call me a cab? I'd like to go to the hotel right now.
They say it with their lips.
With their lips.
Yes.
My favorite kind of talking. Bonjour.
Oh, good. You just need just a little bit more practice.
I'm only here forever.
Well, that won't be necessary. Okay, let's try again. Okay, vous ne voyez d'inconvénience si je donne une leçon de français à mon ami? No.
Now, wait a minute. I don't like being outnumbered by my straight men.
Il a peur parce que nous sommes plus nombreux. Et n'oublions jamais que nous le sommes.
Instead of a French lesson, how about just lending me your subtitles, huh?
Now, Bob, you are going to have this lesson.
Anyone ever tell you were beautiful when you were being forceful?
C'est vraiment embarrassant.
Huh?
Ah, ce cela ne sera pas facile. Bob, remember, the key to French pronunciation is using your lips.
Well, maybe I can borrow a couple from Mick Jagger.
Bob, you're not being a very good student.
Well, maybe you can keep me after class.
Bonjour.
Bonjour.
By Jove, I think he's got it.
The rain in Spain stays mainly on the plain.
By Jove, I think he's lost it.
I'll tell you one thing. I'm ready for the important stuff. What if I meet a Parisian girl who takes my breath away?
Well, just be careful that she doesn't take your wallet away, too.
Of course not.
Are you sure?
Please, this is my fantasy. How would I let her know how I feel?
Well, just don't say hubba hubba.
That's my best line.
You could say hello in French. You could say bonjour, mesdames. Je suis enchantée de faire votre connaissance. Vous êtes aussi belle qu'une fleur, aussi jolie qu'un grand ciel bleu, et aussi ravissant qu'une journée à la campagne.
I just want to meet her, not write a novel. Bon Jovi.
Oh, Bob, you're never going to meet a French girl like that.
I will if she's a rock fan.
Now, Bob, please pay attention. I told you that the key is using your lips.
And if you can get people to read them, you can get elected president.
You better stick to the words that you already know. Like, okay, you could say, I ate a souffle after the matinee in my Chevrolet coupe.
Nice try, but I drive a Chrysler.
Bob, I'll tell you a sure way that you can get a kiss.
Okay.
Tell everybody that it's your birthday. Bon anniversaire.
Oh. The other cheek, too. This is France. Merci pour la leçon, Brooke. Merci à vous pour tout.
Merci, monsieur.
Thank you. Brooke Shield, ladies and gentlemen.
And here she is again for our American Center Gala, Miss Ann Gillian.
Can I give you a birthday kiss now?
Why not? And avoid the rush. Thank you, darling. Now you know why I keep having birthdays. Honey, I hear you have a new series coming up on NBC.
Right. It's a situation comedy called The Ann Gillian Show.
Oh, that's a great title.
Right. And we were lucky no one else was using it.
That was a good break. What's it about?
I play the widowed mother of a teenage daughter. There's a lot of laughs, a lot of heart, and a lot of warmth.
Yes, a lot like being on my show, huh?
Yeah. Only on my show I get paid.
You want a trip to Paris and money, too?
Who cares? There's so much to see and do since I've got here. I've seen Rodin, Renoir, Monet, and Matisse.
Well, you got boyfriends everywhere.
No, they're not boyfriends. They're old masters. They're some of France's greatest artists.
I know them well.
And you know, I can dress a little nicer than I did on the last trip that I took with you.
True. Ann traveled to Beirut with us a few years ago, and we spent almost the entire trip dressed in military fatigues.
Wrong. We dressed in military fatigues. You kept walking around in that general's uniform.
Well, can I help it if he was my size and a lousy poker player? But even in fatigues, you turned a few heads. You made a lot of guys glad they enlisted, I'll tell you that.
Oh, it'll be exciting. The two of us together on NBC. We can go out to lunch together and everything.
Well, I'll have to check my appointment book.
I'm buying.
You got a day.
Great. I think we could make a great team.
That'll be delightful.
No, that'll be lovely.
Yeah.
The night is young, the skies are clear, and if you want to go walking, dear, it's delightful.
It's delicious.
It's lovely.
I understand the reason why you're sentimental, 'cause so am I. It's delightful.
It's delicious.
It's lovely. You can tell at a glance what a swell night this is for romance.
You can hear dear Mother Nature murmuring low. Let yourself go,
So please be sweet, my chickadee. When I kiss you, just say to me, it's delightful.
it's delicious.
It's delectable.
It's delirious.
It's dilemma.
It's dilemma. It's dilemma.
It's lovely. It's delightful.
It's delicious.
It's delectable.
It's delirious.
It's dilemma.
It's dilemma. It's dilemma.
It's lovely.
For those of you in France who may not know it, one of the most important chapters in Bob Hope's remarkable story began more than 50 years ago when he went to a supper club to hear a young singer who was the talk of the town. Her name was Dolores Reed.
Her name is now Dolores Hope, and I'm delighted to tell you she's here in Paris to offer her birthday gift to Bob.
So please join us in welcoming Dolores Hope.
It's very clear our love is here to stay, not for a year, but ever and a day. The radio and the telephone and the movies that we know may just be passing fancies, and in time may go. But oh my dear, our love is here to stay. Together we're going a long, long way. In time the Rockies may crumble, Gibraltar may tumble, they're only made of clay. To stay. It's very clear our love is here to stay. Forever we're going a long, long way. When the Rockies crumble, Gibraltar tumble, they're on their way, but our love is here, dear. Take mon amour, dear. Our love is here to stay. Stay.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Vice President of American Airlines, Mr. Jerry Jacobs, with Mrs. Judith Bizarre and Mr. Henry Pillsbury.
Bob, would you come out, please?
Exactly 1 year ago, I stood on a stage before a glittering assemblage of Hollywood's royalty for the announcement of a permanent endowment to the Yale School of Drama in honor of Bob Hope's 85th birthday party. This year, it's my privilege to stand before this equally distinguished audience here in Paris to announce another Bob Hope birthday gift. Bob, it gives me great pleasure to announce tonight the Pont Bob Hope, the Bob Hope Bridge, an endowment fund donated by American Airlines that will annually transport deserving young American and French painters, writers, directors, actors, and performing artists of every kind between the United States and France, an invaluable cultural exchange fostered by one of the world's most important international cultural organizations, the American Cultural Center. And in Bob Hope's name, I'd like to now present the endowment of the Bob Hope Bridge to Madam Judith Bazar, Chairman, and Henry Pillsbury, Director of the American Center. Judith.
Thank you, Jerry Jacob. For more than 50 years, the American Center in Paris has welcomed many young and talented American artists and some of America's greatest performers and teachers, including Leonard Bernstein, Merce Cunningham, John Cage, Philip Glass, Gene Kelly, and Bob Hope.
Today, the American Center is building for the 21st century. Paris may become the key world city for artists to meet and work together. It is vital that American artists take part. With your support, Jerry, they will, at the American Center. And now, Bob, for your birthday present, we invite you
to come to Paris in 1992 to help us open the new American Center designed by the great American architect Frank Gehry.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you, thank you, Jerry. Thank you, Judith and Henry. It's a great honor.
Let's merci pour les souvenirs du période au printemps, de tous ces beaux gens, de beaux sourires que notre espère, de grazie Saint John, je vous remercie. Yes, thanks for the memories of our romantic fling in Paris in the spring. Happy smiles that work their wiles and make our hearts take wing. I thank you so much. Here's to the big celebration. Bon anniversaire to the nation. With love and sincere admiration. Je souhaite bonne chance à la belle France. So thanks for the memory de cette sacrée soirée. We'll meet again someday. But until then, Susan, les miens, c'est vie, je chante, chanter. The time has flown, nous sommes. There's nothing left to say. But thank you. Thank you very much. Here it is, the City of Lights. 200 years ago, that light burned more brightly when the newborn French Republic proclaimed the rights of man. And at the same time, across the Atlantic, our young American Republic proclaimed the Bill of Rights, building on those rock-solid foundations. Both countries have come a long way, and so have all the great performers who came here with me for this salute to the 200th birthday of the French Republic. It's been a happy time for us here in Paris, a gaggle of Americans goggling at sights like this in this beautiful romantic city. We'll miss Paris, and I hope Paris will miss us. Au revoir, Paris. À bientôt. For those of you who haven't had the benefit of a lesson with Mademoiselle Shields, that means so long, Paris. See you soon.
Tomorrow night, there's side-splitting fun as Cliff and Claire Huck